Hey folks, today's a good day. It's a good day for another Throw It On Thursday. You know, it's been a while since we did a Throw It On Thursday. Patty and I were busy touring the Mediterranean Adriatic Seas for a while, and I didn't get a chance to cook anything during that time. If you'd like to check out those Rob and Patty on the Run videos, I'll put a link to the playlist in the description. We had a great time. So after all that traveling, I needed to go grocery shopping. Luckily, when I went grocery shopping, I saw that they had chicken hindquarters on sale for a pretty good price. So I decided to pick myself up a package. I knew exactly what I wanted to do with them. I wanted to make some pulled chicken. I've made pulled pork a bunch of times, but never pulled chicken. So today, I'm gonna make myself some pulled chicken in the Instant Pot. This should be pretty easy, right? Let's give it a try. For our pulled chicken, we're gonna need, of course, this chicken. These are the hindquarters that I got. I also had a couple of extra chicken breasts in the freezer, so we're gonna use these also. We're gonna season it up with a little salt, pepper, and garlic blend. I love this Kinder's stuff. I'm gonna throw a little bit of onion in there to boost up the flavor. And to moisten this chicken up even more, I'm gonna use a Better Than Bouillon chicken stock. That should be really good in the Instant Pot. I took the chicken out of the package and gave it a quick rinse. It rinsed off all the little bone chips that might be hanging on. We don't want any bone chips in our pulled chicken. So now time to season these up. Just going to give a light coating with this Kinder's salt, pepper, garlic blend. We definitely don't want to overdo the seasoning, because we're probably going to be adding things like barbecue sauce or other things. And now let's season up these chicken breasts. I think I'm going to let the seasoning just hang around on these chicken pieces for a while. Let the flavor soak in a little bit. I'm going to start cooking these hindquarters by getting that Instant Pot really hot and then searing the skin of those hindquarters. That's going to release a lot of the fat and also add a really nice flavor to this pulled chicken. By the time we're done browning all those hindquarters, the bottom of that Instant Pot's going to be pretty burnt looking. But we're going to take care of that by deglazing it with some chicken stock. And all those flavors, they are really going to add a nice kick to this pulled chicken. Okay, let's get this going. I'm going to put this on Sauté. It's going to heat up. Once it gets heated up, we're going to start searing or browning those hindquarters. Little beef tallow. All right. There's only going to be room for a couple of these at a time, but that's okay. We're not going to be cooking these all the way through. We're just trying to get a nice sear on the skin. Okay, it's been 4 or 5 minutes. That's a nice color. And for the next two, what we're doing here is building up some good flavors. Now to get a little flavor on these two, let's throw the chicken breasts in there. There is no fat to be seared, but it'll add a nice flavor to the chicken breast. Now I'm going to add the chopped up onions. That's going to give it a little flavor boost also. I'm just going to saute these for a short while. And you can see all this fond that has built up on the bottom. We'll take care of that shortly by putting some chicken stock in Time for the chicken stock. Now, last time I did this with a pulled pork, my smoke alarm went off. Hopefully we don't have a repeat today. That's looking really good. Time to return the chicken to the Instant Pot. Now, we're just going to be piling this chicken on top of each other. I'll do a chicken breast next. A couple more hindquarters. And the last chicken breast. And then the rest of the chicken stock. Now press pressure cook. We are going to do this on high and 20 minutes. So what's going to happen is this is going to start cooking. It's going to get up to pressure. The countdown is going to start going down. When it hits 0, it's going to wait 10 minutes before telling me to release pressure. So let's go ahead and start. This is going to be a nice quick cook. I haven't had my pressure cooker very long, but I find it's a really nice tool to have. I could slow cook this chicken and it would turn out great, but in the Instant Pot it gets done pretty quick. The flavor seemed to get infused really well, and it's kind of fun to play with. Okay, countdown has started. We'll check back when it's time to release the pressure. Okay, here we go. Boy, that smells good. Okay, I'm going to let this cool down just a bit so I'll be able to pull the chicken off the bones and remove the skin. From the liquid that was in the pressure cooker, I'm separating the fat from the juice. We're going to put some of that back into our pulled chicken. I'm just pulling the meat off of the bones, getting rid of the skin, any cartilage. My guess is the breast is going to be a lot easier to do. There's no bones or skin to worry about. This is feeling so tender and so moist. If you want, you could do this with just all white meat or all dark meat. I'm doing a little combination of both. The good thing about this is I'm going to have a lot of pulled chicken. So much so that I'm going to have to freeze some of it. I'm going to freeze it in individual servings. Many of you have seen me do my pulled pork cups or pig cups. I'll probably be freezing a bunch of this into little chicken cups. Chick cups. Or cluck cups. I haven't come up with a name yet. This pressure cooker really did a nice job of cooking this nice and even. Made it so tender. Tender and juicy. I do have the fat separated from the good liquid, so I'm going to add a little bit of it back. Okay, It's about time I give this a taste test. See how it is. Moist, juicy, and so tasty. A real nice chicken flavor, not over seasoned at all. Wow. But you know what? I think we need to make a sandwich with this pulled chicken. See how that turns out. So I asked ChatGPT what kind of sandwich it would recommend for pulled chicken, and it gave me a pretty good suggestion. Let's make that sandwich. We are going to make a Southern comfort food chicken sandwich with some mayo, a little hot sauce. I got sriracha here. Spread that around a bit. Our chicken. I think I need a little more chicken. There we go. A little bit of shredded lettuce. Nice thin sliced tomato. And some bread and butter pickles. These are amazing. I haven't had these for years. I bought them for this, and they are so good. A little sweet and tangy. I think it's about time we give this sandwich a try. A nice Southern comfort sandwich. This is great. The bun I'm using is nice and soft. The first taste I'm getting is of that hot sauce, that sriracha, but those sweet bread and butter pickles kind of offset that, so it makes a really nice combination. The flavor of the chicken really comes through, and that mayo gives it a nice creamy texture. It's a winner. A home run. I will have the recipe in the description. Give it a try. I think you're really going to like it. You know, it's been a long time since we had a Throw It on Thursday, and this one turned out pretty darn good. Instant pot pulled chicken. As you can tell, it's pretty easy to make. I seasoned it lightly, put it in that pressure cooker after browning it to get a little of that flavor out of the skin, and in 20 or so minutes, we had some pretty darn good pulled chicken. Let me know in the comments if you have an Instant Pot and if you've ever made pulled chicken. If you haven't, I'm going to put the recipe in the description, so maybe you can give it a try. As always, I'm having a really good day today. Hope whatever you guys are doing, you're also having a good day. See you next time.